Cheers, successful 2023.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
I'll talk about whatever. My life's all kinds of crazy.
Hit the bell!
Because you have an Android.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Just suck.
Just subscribe already. And I ordered two at the same. I had this one first. It worked out great. I'm like, I got to get them. Mm-hmm. Ordered two new ones. I had the boom stand for everybody. That one comes in. The nut, the screw right here, whatever you want to consider it, it is like a hair oversized. And it won't go on. It won't go on that. So the only reason it fits that one is because there's an adapter nut that like steps it down. But there's only two sizes for mics. It's the craziest thing ever. It's like a defect from the factory.
I'll be getting my money back for sure.
You get a hold of them?
Yeah, but the thing is when you return something, they want you to send it back.
Yeah.
Then they'll send you a new one, and then I'm down. I had 3 podcasts this week. I got 4 next week. I don't want to go without a microphone. I don't want to have to go back.
I'd be rigging it with some duct tape.
I tried thread tape. You see it? I got thread tape on it.
Yeah, it looks good.
I tried it. I tried thread tape. Dude, I thought about panel bond because, I used to do auto body.
Yeah.
I literally thought about just gluing the damn thing on there so it don't ever move. But at the end of the day, it's brand new, right? I should get a new one that works right.
Well, I seen that one and I thought it kind of intimidated me. So I was like, I'm gonna stick with this one anyway.
Sure. I actually kind of like that. I think it's clean. I think it looks nice. You can physically pick it up and move
If you get mad at somebody, you could.
Yeah, smoke Cody in the head with it. Yeah, flip it over and dink.
Listen, I'd rather you not. Okay? All right, that's just the way it is.
Well, we have been working out, so.
Yeah.
He's been working out.
You've been working out too.
Still.
So I think we're rolling. We are rolling. We're good. Oh, you want me to do my light? Okay. Now we're rolling.
Does that mean we're on?
You know what I need?
We're live, baby.
Is I need to bump me up just a hair over here because I remember.
Yeah.
Gotta make yourself look taller.
Yeah, I need one of those too.
It's just because it like cuts my head right at the top, and so whenever I go to do, because all my content, I break down the short form content. Mm-hmm. Like that's what's actually really nice about a podcast is I can take it and break it down and have 20 out of 1 hour and a half podcast. You could have 20 little clips out of it for TikTok, and that's where you bring people over at.
Dude, that stuff is so hard. Like, I don't have the patience for it at all.
Tough.
At all.
It's tough.
I'll sit at home trying to make a TikTok video. I have like cool content like happening in my shop all the time. Mm-hmm. But like when I'm in my shop, I just want to work. I just want to do what I'm supposed to be in. I'm not a content creator. I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world. I'm not good at it.
Well, I mean, if you enjoy it, eventually it'll bring you extra revenue.
Oh man, it's good, but
I'm the same way. There's so many things that
you've been killing it on TikTok,
but I have to
look at what your followers have went up to.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and I do it because I know that it's going to help my business. Yeah. And I know that I want to have a business where I sell product. Like I want to be able to sell it to the world. And it's going to help if I have followers already following me and they trust my opinion.
Yep.
If you have no following at all and you're trying to sell a product, you have to start this whole process of trying to reach the world.
Yeah, just from like the stuff that I sell, my stuff doesn't sell at all unless I'm like self-promoting on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. It just doesn't happen. Mm-hmm. Like I have some wholesale customers and stuff that buy, to get people coming in that have like storefronts, but the online stuff, it doesn't happen unless you're like, and you have to keep re-upping. You kind of have to constantly keep doing the.
You TikTok. Have a
storefront? No.
Okay.
No, I mean I have like a website, but I don't have like an actual brick.
Not where people.
No.
A lot no. Is it? Well, let's do some introductions first. And you guys, are you gonna make a drink? You're gonna make a drink, Sam.
Cody and I decided we were gonna try to be real men and just drink it straight
on the rocks.
Okay. Because that's how I would do it too.
I'm not a real man.
That's how I would do it.
What do you got?
I have I have the just the basic like crown stuff too, but I have alimony that's Tom Reed's.
We want the good stuff.
This is $80. Okay. It's good.
The crown.
It's good. We drank.
I'm a basic bitch.
I had a podcast last night and we drank a lot of it.
Crown?
No.
Bourbon. Well, I'll try that.
A lot of alimony. This Ozark Highlands is really cool because it's from Missouri. Mm-hmm. It's only made in Missouri. And then the liqueur is just really sweet. I would recommend, like, if you guys just want to try something, it has like a syrupy almost taste to it.
I don't want that.
Okay.
Oh, we want the stuff that men drink.
Yeah, put a little hair on my chest.
Yeah.
You know what
Or I have tequila too. I'm a tequila guy.
I like tequila.
Let's do the bourbon.
All right, let's do the bourbon.
I'm gonna do tequila. And you know what's crazy?
Fine. We'll go tequila.
You peer pressured.
No, you guys can do it.
No, it's already happened. This is a team effort.
Cool, man. Yeah. Well, you guys. Okay. You guys want? If you want to do bourbon, you guys are my guests. We can do. Yeah. Let's use these. We could do bourbon if that's what you guys want to
You know
do.
where these hands have been?
In there. Huh?
You know where these hands have been?
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't want to know.
Just checking.
We can do bourbon if you guys want.
Surprise me.
I am
will
a tequila
close my-
fan.
I will close my eyes and you just pour, baby.
I don't like that.
You don't like
I'm going with bourbon.
Okay.
I don't
Bourbon
like
it is.
tequila.
Okay.
that's good.
you go.
You're
All right, so somebody's got to tell.
Do you need a water? You guys want to grab a water real quick? I'll grab you guys a water here.
it don't matter.
How much?
Just pour till you feel your heart happy.
If you guys want, there's a shot glass here. You can put a shot or two in, so you know about how much you're drinking. And you guys want to water it down a little bit with the water?
No,
We have that option.
we ain't watering nothing.
They're gonna be walking us out, Cody.
He's got a spare bedroom. He doesn't cuddle though. That's the problem.
He's not a cuddler.
Nope.
He looks like he'd be a cuddler.
He doesn't cuddle with me.
I'm selfish.
It's because he doesn't actually love you.
I believe that. Pour me up.
Oh, that was a healthy one.
Yeah, full. Isn't that how you're supposed
Bro,
to do
yeah,
it?
he don't.
That's cool. That's cool.
He's trying to take me home.
Yeah. Well, I am taking you home.
Literally. I'm gonna wait. I want to try it with everybody.
Oh,
I was gonna sip on it.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you're having tequila.
Oh, sorry, Ryan. I poured you one.
Never mind. You're
No,
having.
I'll have tequila, but I am gonna.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Yikes. Cheers.
Thank you guys for coming out tonight. Appreciate it.
If I spit this across the table, don't judge me. I can't believe people drink that for fun.
That's pretty good. I like that. Where's that from?
Smooth. Tom Reed's.
Really?
Crooked Moon Distillery. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I should quit calling. I should quit saying it's Tom Reed's. I should start saying Crooked.
Yeah,
Moon.
the
Crooked Moon.
business. Yeah.
People be Googling Tom Reed.
Yeah.
It's Tom Reed,
Like, I mean, they probably could make a connection.
I really like the bottle.
especially local. You know, for sure.
It's cool. It's not as terrible as I thought it would be.
No, it's good. I like it. I mean, I'm not really.
We should have done a little bit of Crown first, so you could have got a
comparison.
perspective of like, oh, this is crap,
Yeah.
and this is good.
Well,
I actually need to get.
listen. I like Crown, so chill out.
Yeah, it's okay,
No, it's good, buddy.
buddy.
This guy's got an attitude problem. I don't like it.
Yeah, it kind of does.
He don't work out with me anymore either. Works out with everybody else but me.
I had to come in at like 1:45 in the a.m. just to get a workout in, but so nobody talks to me in the gym. But you talk to me all you guys want. I love you guys, but also at the same time,
Let them
I
get
like it
workout.
too. You know, it's
Yeah.
nice to go in and clear my head for this one day.
So I'm pretty new to the gym,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't consider myself like a gym aficionado, but every time I've ever tried to talk to somebody in the gym, it's been a massive train wreck.
Why? Like, what do you mean?
Because like I'll be like, hey, and I'll say something to them, and they're like working out, or I'm like, you need that, and you
Oh.
gotta say it 7 times.
It's
because they have
definitely
their
awkward.
fucking headphones in, and you're like,
Yeah.
do you have no peripheral vision at all, or what?
I black out when I'm in the gym. I black out.
A lot of times I'm the same.
Nothing out of my peripherals is even like I shut down. It's just in front of my face. That's
He's
it.
got them blinders on.
I had some girl. I was like in the middle of lifting, and she was locked out. She couldn't get in. So I seen her, and I was like,
left her
"Oh,
locked
okay." No, I went and got her.
You're supposed to leave them locked out. You know that, right?
Wait, did she pay?
She had a mop, so I feel like she was supposed to be there.
No, that's how they sneak in. They're
that's
getting
an
crafty nowadays.
That's an aversion.
She had a mop. I was like,
just because they have a mop doesn't mean
I got people dressing up as electricians trying to sneak in.
so I just let her in, and then she had her headphones on like these, and she's just like straight yelling at me, like, "Thanks for letting me in." And I'm like, "You're good."
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, because if you get in a good workout and you have your headphones on and like say like you're jamming out, when you come out of them headphones,
It's a different world.
it's a different world.
Weird.
Yeah, it is weird because like you're in the zone and you're vibing, maybe even dancing a little bit.
Well, I've had it where like people try to talk to me, and like a lot of times I'm on a fixed time frame, anyways.
Yeah,
So I'm constantly moving. A lot of times
you
I'll
especially, Cody.
I'm always super setting things, and I'll have people.
Cody's a busy man.
I'll have people that try to talk to me, and I'm like, it's not that I'm like trying to be rude, but it's like I'm like slowly putting an earbud in.
Yeah, walking away,
Picking up a weight. And I'm
closing
like,
the door, like when you're trying to leave.
Yeah, I got things to do.
Yeah, you're slowly getting in the car and closing the door.
rolling
They're
the
yelling
window
at you from the parking lot.
Gotta go.
No, windows down. I roll it up slowly.
Yeah. That's what you got to do sometimes.
That's
Because
the
there are
only way
some
to do
people that they don't have anything to do that day.
Oh, dude.
And they'll just sit and talk.
I've went into the gym before, and I've seen people. I get there, they do one set. I'm there for an hour, and that's the only set they do the whole time. I'm like, all right, see ya.
Yeah.
Like, you're already leaving. I'm like, I've been here for an hour. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just killed this thing. I was in there. I just lost my train of thought.
That's all right.
Damn it.
Hey, try.
Oh, I was gonna say earbuds. Earbuds. So I was in there the other day, and sorry.
I just want to make sure that maybe swing it like in where it's like
This
yeah.
way?
Yeah, that way
My bad.
we're learning, we're
It's
growing.
giving me the eyes the whole time. It's
We're learning, we're growing.
weird.
I think it's actually fine. These mics are dope. I mean, these
nice.
things are legit.
I feel like I can.
But I've had
hear
so many.
myself breathing. That's what I'm worried about.
No, these things are good at like canceling all the noise in the background. Like these things are legit.
Yeah.
I love them, and I haven't even tapped into the potential of them yet.
Everybody's gonna be like, "This dude's got a breathing problem." Somebody, please get
Somebody
him
needs
to check this guy
get
out.
him to the hospital.
I'm still really weirded out by hearing my own voice.
It's actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Like as long as you're not thinking about it, it's okay. But as soon as you start thinking about hearing your voice, it kind of
Yeah.
freaks me out a little.
Yeah, don't get that in my head.
Yeah.
I'll have messed up podcasts the rest of my life.
will.
I'll never
I'm
be
gonna
able
have
to
to cancel
cancel.
the YouTube. I'm sorry, folks. It was a good run.
No, I like it because I'm a perfectionist, and I want to make sure that you guys sound good. I want to make sure I sound good.
Yeah, for sure.
There's no background noise. You know, I'm like, even in the podcast, I'm like checking things out, making sure it's all kosher. Because I'm so worried. That's the only reason I say it too, is because anyone that might be listening right now, I want to make sure that they can hear. I want to make sure that they have a pleasant experience. And I know in my past, because of learning curves with all the technology and everything, I didn't know I had no clue.
Just winging it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I was just buy a couple microphones and
Let it rip.
let it rip. Yeah, talk.
Fake it till you
It's
make it.
way more than that.
I feel like that's what I've done on most things in my life.
Make it till you make it.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like that saying.
Oh, I feel like I live
I don't
by
know.
it.
I think it depends on what context you're using it. Because I
sure.
agree. I'm the same way, and
I'm not a big fan of that.
I'm very like yin and yang on the idea of fake it till you make it. Because I think in your instance, what you're saying is you're saying just if you don't know it fully, but you want to get started, just do
You
it
gotta
and you'll
start.
learn along the way. But also, I see it from your side, which I think it's more like more of just like legit just faking it and not they're like there's a lot of
You
people that
never
will
really
fake
learn
it.
it,
Yeah,
then-
they're not trying to learn it because they're
then
kind
you
of
think-
getting away with it.
Then, like, say somebody that has done that, you go to talk to them about a serious issue or something that you need help with that they're supposed to know.
Yeah.
It's like you don't know what you claim to know.
Turns out this guy didn't know what he was talking
Yeah,
about.
and you're like, it's not good. You know what
And
I
you
mean?
get that all over the place.
Yeah.
And people,
I try to be
that's
as
a pet
honest
peeve of
as-
mine, actually. That when I ask someone a question, I want them to tell me, I don't know. That might be something we need to Google.
Mm-hmm. That's actually-
Or I know this much of it, but I think it's this, but you might want to double check on that.
Mm-hmm.
I respect that.
Same.
I cannot stand when someone, I can tell when someone's making up an answer.
Well, it's all filler or, bullshit, whatever. It's like, dude, just tell me you don't know. I'd rather you give
Yeah.
me the truth. It is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. Well,
Yeah.
we can figure it out together for all I care.
Yeah.
But just don't lie to
Because
me.
I honestly want to know.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Because most of the time I honestly want to know. So it's like,
What?
Don't call me asking me nothing.
Same. Don't call me either. 'Cause I don't
he's still faking it.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know.
Same, bro.
I don't know. I lean pretty hard into the I don't know. If I don't know,
Same.
I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
I'm
What?
not, I'm not ashamed.
Well, you always got to end it with, but I don't know.
yeah, I'm not sure. You might
In
want to
case it doesn't work out.
Yeah. Well, that way you're not at fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if it doesn't work out, you're not at fault. You said I said I don't know.
You're asking a guy who's made a lot of terrible decisions in his life. So
Well, that's also probably why you're as successful as you are.
yeah, maybe. I wouldn't call it super successful, but tenacious maybe.
Sure, that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, you're on the way.
Yeah,
Doing
How
something
farther
right.
you once were, right?
yeah, for sure.
Well, let me introduce you guys. 'Cause there's going to be some people that know you guys, but there's a lot of people that listen to the podcast that don't know 99% of the podcast guests that come on, and you guys have never been on before. But so we got my friend Cody Dennis.
How's it going?
It's going pretty good.
That's all we got to say about Cody. Just
Oh, do you want me to explain something?
No. I'm just pausing. Just
Gotcha.
dramatic pause.
Oh, okay.
And we got Sam Cobb. And it's interesting how this podcast came about because I had asked Sam to come on ages ago. I feel like it was ages ago.
It was. It's been a while.
And then I wanted Cody to come on, and you were going to come on with another guest.
Yep.
And they were just kind of flaky. Flaky's a bad word.
100%.
He's
You guys
gonna
are all
listen.
friends
This
still.
person knows who they are.
Yeah, and you're flaking. You're being a little flaky.
Yeah.
It just, he's busy.
Yeah.
Just like everyone is.
100%.
Everybody's very busy. So it's hard to make time for something like this because what real benefit do you get out of it?
Yeah.
Other than just coming out and hanging out and having a good time. You don't really benefit a whole lot. Maybe a business, get some publicity.
Boy, ain't got no business, so. Sam does, though.
Not really.
Got a
I
business.
have a hobby.
Well, this is part of a business.
Make money off it, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, Ryan's gym was a hobby at first, and now it's a business.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Dude,
Yeah, it was.
we could get lost in this topic because I got so many crazy ideas. You can ask my wife. She's like, dude, you got to stop thinking.
Sure.
You got to stop. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
we could do this. We could do that. I tried to talk her into a daycare. And then shout out
Hey,
to
listen.
Chris Havlicki and Kelsey.
Buying it instead of you.
Oh, I was so mad. I was like, we could have been rich.
Don't get me started on daycare. Shout out to Chris Havlicki and
Bought
Kelsey.
him like 7 limousines by now.
Oh, no. I bought at least 12 Jeeps from the previous
Yeah.
owner, and I'm about to buy about 12 more, I think. So
Yeah, I was.
none of them I've owned.
I was pretty upset about that whole situation. Not upset at Chris and Kelsey because see, I told Jamie, I'm like, look, Chris is a smart guy. Kelsey's smart. We were like maybe a month ahead of them in the thought, but not the follow through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They fall through. That's the problem.
And she was like, I'm not doing it. I'm like, okay,
Wow, that's the thing.
because I didn't want to watch kids all day.
No.
You know,
No.
I don't even want to watch
way.
mine.
Right. It's tough. It's just a babysitter all day long. I could not.
I mean,
do
I
it.
would like it, but
It's got to be stressful.
oh well, yeah, it was like
Oh, I'd be on the news. I'd be on the news.
Jesus Christ.
It's terrible. I believe in capital punishment.
Maybe it's a good thing you didn't.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
actually glad
Jamie
you
would have
didn't
had to
buy it.
have run
What a
it
blessing.
because she's the good one.
yeah.
You know, I'm the enforcer. That's it.
So Cody's you're an HVAC guy.
Heating, cooling. Yep.
You've been in heating, cooling.
Too damn long.
I mean, basically your entire adult career.
Yeah, my adult life. I went in out of high school, went to Lynn Tech, got my degree, and then basically just been working.
Yeah.
Bounced around a little bit, but
Yeah.
You did what I was supposed to do.
yeah, you never did.
Yeah, I flaked.
Well,
I flaked.
did you guys go to school together?
I was a
No,
year
he
ahead
was
of
a year
Cody.
ahead of me. Yeah.
Okay.
No, you were 2.
So you guys
Yeah,
you guys didn't have same classes or nothing.
No.
But you guys have been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, ever since Cody burnt me with a hot glue gun
I'll
in
do it
Mrs.
again.
White's
And I'll
art
listen.
class.
I'll do it again.
I still have the scar. I show Bella every time I see it.
I know.
There's where your Uncle
love
Cody.
it. I'll do it again, folks.
Why'd you do it?
I
you're
don't
a
remember.
rotten child?
I remember.
No,
the
he
story.
did something. I don't remember.
We
what
were
it was.
we were being typical high school kids. You know, we had.
This was high school.
high
This is
school.
back in high school. Yeah, yeah.
And I was putting hot glue all over the table, and Miss White come by, and she was like, "Mer, you know, who put hot glue all over the
blamed it
table?"
on
And I was
me.
like, "Cody."
Yeah, that's
And
why.
she straight up yelled at him.
Yeah.
He got in trouble, and then
So, what did I do?
she made him clean all the glue off the table.
Listen to me. He's got a scar now.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
That's where it started.
Yeah. We've been good friends ever since. Worked out. I got him fired at Lost Valley.
Yeah. Still sore about that one because I had
You guys work together.
yeah, I got him and Clayton Rolfing a job, and they both got me fired.
Well,
How's that?
Because they were doing stupid things, and I got blamed for it. And
kind of rage quit.
I didn't rage quit. She told me to go. Okay, so when you're a young man,
I raged quit when I was at Lost Valley.
when you're a young man,
Well, yeah, listen to this.
and you don't know how life works. My boss was like, "You did this. It was stupid." I'm like, "Wait a minute. I didn't do that." But I wasn't going to throw Cody and Clayton under the bus. I'm like, "I didn't do that." She's like, "You need to go home." And I'm like, "Fine." Well, in my mind, at how old was I?
fired
Maybe
him.
17.
Yeah, probably.
In my mind, at 17, I've never been told to go home from a job before. So I'm like, well, I guess I just got fired, and I just never showed back up.
yeah.
I went home and I never came back.
Yeah, I remember him texting us the next day. He's like, "You guys got me fired." I mean, he wasn't like,
And they're like, dude, you didn't come into work today. What are you
yeah,
talking
we're
about?
like, yeah, what, dude? You were supposed to like. Carrie was asking about you. Like,
Yeah,
where
well,
were
they
you?
told me to come home or go home, and they never told me to come back.
Yeah, she
so-
didn't say
Sam,
come back. She
you know,
left that part out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam wasn't wrong, but at the same time,
I was thinking about
I
it
don't
on the
remember
way
why
here.
you got in trouble.
Because you guys like crashed the truck and yeah, you like ripped the door off
I didn't
practically.
rip the door off.
Yeah. And there was a giant dent. Maybe it was when you put a body size dent in
No, that wasn't that. Well,
Either way, they tore something up, and I got the blame for it
Sure.
because I had the seniority, and I graciously got them hired, and then it was a train wreck getting these guys hired.
it was a train wreck working together.
Yeah, it was.
Dude, the stories, I don't even know if I would want to go into them, but they are not good.
Yeah, just remember your kids will listen to this someday.
It's fine. I'll tell them. Every
pretty
story.
bad.
I'm sure you're gonna get your payback. Like I think
Well, some people say, what is it, like your kids are supposed to be like 2 or 3 times worse than you.
You're screwed.
yeah,
Because I was good till I met you.
Seriously, I'm done.
yeah. Oh yeah.
My kids are already
And you got 3 of them.
wild.
Well, you too, though.
So they're supposed to be.
Yeah, I got 3 boys, and I.
That's
I
true.
got Amy.
Yeah,
That's
I'm good.
true. You're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
But you were pretty wild, right?
Yeah, I had my wild streak for sure. I was a young boy
Yeah.
trying to figure life out,
Young stallion.
Young stud.
trying to figure it out.
Young stud.
And you hang out with the other hoodlums. Yeah, it's fine thing, and especially when you got because I didn't play sports,
Yeah, I didn't either.
so it's like I had some free time, and I did work, but you just make money and you don't want to be
Dude,
working.
me and Cody used to stay up all night and then go to work.
I've had.
That's crazy.
Remember we?
That's tough. I've done it
roll
before,
in
too.
at
I'll tell the story. I don't care. So.
Let me. I want to hear this.
Yeah, no, you're good.
But we never got to introduce Sam
Oh yeah.
because we know you're an HVAC guy, and we know Sam was once gonna be an HVAC.
I should have
guy.
been an HVAC guy.
He was gonna be an HVAC guy, but then you switched to you started your own business,
Yeah.
and it's Hilltop Forge, right? Mm-hmm.
Hilltop Forge. I started it in 2016. Fast forward prior to that, out of college, I went and worked for St. James Winery, which is like 15 miles down the road from me. Been there for 12 years now. I manage the vineyard out there.
Oh, you're still there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I
so
thought you were doing Hilltop full time.
No, I only do it on the weekends. So that's why I say it's a hobby, but not really, because it's a hobby that,
I think hobbies should get you paid though. That's why you guys right now, if you guys are listening, you guys need to subscribe.
100%.
Like, subscribe, share with your friends. We're at 309 right now for subscribers. We need to get to 1,000.
Yes.
Get me there, you guys.
By the end of the year.
I feel like this
great.
is going to be the podcast that does it. Somebody's going to say something, and
I think so too, man. It's
gonna blow up.
I think so too. You guys heard it.
that's a lot of
You
pressure.
guys heard it. Get it.
We got to perform now.
You gotta perform.
So
Play, baby.
what happened with Hilltop Forge was basically I had an interest in blacksmithing. And
What got you there though?
I don't know, just like it's always something I wanted to do.
Was it a TV show? Did you have a family member?
No, my dad and I had talked about it when we were kids, or when I was a kid, not when he was, about doing it, and never got the chance to. He passed away, but I was just like, I think I could do something, and in my mind, I was completely broke at the time. I was making zero money, and I just wanted to make enough money that I could afford to build a shop. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to build a shop, and so I just called the bank. I'm like, hey, I don't have any money, but I want to do this, and what's the payment going to be? And they told me the payment would be $300 a month, and I'm like, oh, I can make $300 a month somehow.
Yeah.
One way or the other, I'm making $300 a month, so I did it. And
You had to invest in equipment too, right?
yeah, but it was all I never paid myself.
Yeah.
So I still now I don't really pay myself, but it stays in the bank,
Yeah.
so it's there if I need it, but
Yeah.
I don't collect any like a regular check out of
Yeah.
there.
No, you're not on payroll.
Right.
Yeah.
But it
Surely it helped pay something, paid the shop off.
yeah, so it
Pay the
pays the
tools
shop,
off?
pays the tools, and whatever's extra. Like a couple years ago, I was fortunate enough to be able the tax lady was like, hey, if you want to not pay as much in taxes, you can max out an IRA. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I got to do that. It's
Benefits to it, right?
yeah, you got to work. I
the
mean,
fun.
we're hustling in the shop where I am pretty regularly, and sometimes I get a hard time about, hey, you never want to go and do anything, but
Yeah.
But you enjoy doing it.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the main thing.
Sometimes it gets a little bit tiring, or you get burnt out, and something will come up that kind of rejuvenates you, makes you want to try something.
What's your specialty? Like
So-
what is because you can forge a lot of different things.
Yeah.
What are you doing mainly? Because when I reached out to you the first time to come on the podcast, I wanted you to make me like a little knife or something and bring it on the podcast. I wanted it for my table.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be so cool to have like a handmade forged knife of some kind.
Right. Well, everybody does. That's the problem.
I would have paid you for it.
So
I would have paid you for
So
it.
I mean, we all.
I'm not asking for it for free.
It's knives are so weird. Like I can make a knife and I can make
So
a
knives
beautiful knife.
aren't your specialty. They're not something you're making all the time.
No, because they don't pay. Because to make a good knife, you're gonna spend
Pretty expensive.
a ton of time. I mean, because it's like all details, right?
That's all you did for a while in the beginning, though, right?
Yeah, that's what I got started with was knives, but I was making like $0 an hour, or negative dollars an hour.
Yeah.
Right now, I specialize in what really has kind of paved the way for my shop was just tools for other blacksmiths.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I make, my specialty is hammers, and it sounds kind of crazy, but people like handmade stuff. Blacksmiths obviously like handmade things because they're making handmade stuff. So
Yeah.
I just make hammers, and I have hammers all over the world.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That is so cool.
knives. That's one of those things that I just do.
Well, what else? Like, I mean, I wouldn't, if you would have told me that, I'd be like, all right, what should we make then? I would have took a hammer.
Yeah, I could do a hammer.
Whatever. Is there anything else? A hatchet? I've seen you made hatchets
Yeah,
before.
yeah. So
Are they same way as knives, kind of?
yeah, it's kind of like that stuff is just I make when I feel like I need a break or something that I want to do.
A little change up.
That's more of a passion project.
Yeah.
Something you're just having fun with. Mm-hmm. I guess it's because there's a lot of attention to detail in them.
Yeah, it just takes so much time.
That's where you're like, I don't make any money on that.
Or if you have to change the process. So like my hammer making I've made so many. I've made almost 2,000, and so as soon as you change the process on anything that's like a production run, it slows you down. And when you
Yeah.
slow down, you're losing money. So
Yep.
Because things are different.
right, it's something just the littlest thing different for
Yeah.
to screw you up.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I know because you find this routine, you find the most efficient way to do things, and then all of a
That's where to
sudden,
make money, efficiency, everything. Get
Yeah.
Product in, product out. That's the way.
yeah, because you
you run a
think
business.
you're like, I'll just make this other tool. It's basically the same, and then all of a sudden there's this little thing I got to do, and then I got to do this, and if you want, and if you like, you have to, you buy. Yeah, you have to do it right.
Yeah. And then so like you think, somebody's like, hey, I'll pay you for a custom order. And you're like, oh, sweet. I'm going to get a custom order. I'm going to be able to charge, 50% more
Until they see the
or
price.
whatever, 100% more. And you're like, great. Even a hammer, sometimes you have people want a special hammer. You're like, yeah, I'll do it. At first I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then you realize like, I just messed up 3 tools because I was trying to do something different that I've never done before.
Sure.
wow.
And now I've wasted 4 hours on this one hammer, and I could have had,
And you can't charge them for all that time you messed up.
yeah, because you screwed up.
So now you're just eating the time, and you're like, oh, I'm not even making money now.
Yeah, this is terrible. This is a horrible idea.
So it went from being fun because you're doing something new to, oh, this sucks because I'm losing money and I'm working for free.
A gigantic time suck. So, like, if I'm going to do something custom or different than I would normally do, I do something that I want to do. And so that I don't care if it costs me any money or time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can devote however much time I want to it. It might take me 6 months to get it done. But-
Yeah, and I think that the nice thing too is you don't have to meet someone's level of satisfaction, right? Like when I was working on my own cars, which I'm very picky on myself, but at the end of the day, if it was just something was just barely off and I was tired and I'm like, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, it'll live.
It'll live,
It'll be all right.
right? Like inside a
Yeah,
jam,
that's
if I didn't like get a full third coat on it or second coat on it, so it was like a little see through, it's gonna be okay. But you can't do that on a customer's car.
No.
You got to do it right, whether you want to or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, your quality
think I
control has
understand.
to be, like, even,
Yeah,
like, top tier, especially if you're selling to other people.
if you care about
You-
your business. Yeah.
Yeah. You want them coming back. It's just like anything, even in HVAC, it's the same way. You put a system in for someone, they might get pissed off if it's. And some customers are different than others, of course. Some people aren't near as picky, but there's some customers that are fucking nightmares, dude. Like,
Yeah, but also you got to learn.
Seriously,
You got to learn to when to fire a customer. I learned that.
100%.
Yeah.
There was a guy that used to buy from me on a regular basis, and I didn't notice a pattern until it started happening to somebody that I know. But basically, he would buy something, and then like a couple weeks later, he'd be like, "Hey, man, it never showed up."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, okay, whatever." I'm like,
Yep.
"Sorry about that, man. I'll send you another one."
Yep.
Next thing you know, he's got.
Next thing I know, I've sent this guy 3 hammers.
Yeah.
That's $600.
Yeah.
And then I see him post on Instagram, and I just see like on like next to his shop. I'm like, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3. I'm like, this guy
It's just scamming me.
It's just been scamming me this whole time, and I had no idea. So he was
Out of
doing
the
it.
generous side of your heart, you know, you're trying to help him and rectify an issue that he ends up just basically getting.
Well, it's kind of
People
like
are all over the world too.
Oh, 100%.
Because I had a girl on the podcast that has a boutique,
boutique, I think.
boutique, and she said the same thing. They will buy shirts and they will call and complain saying something's wrong with them, and they want their money back. But there's nothing wrong with them. They're trying to get a T-shirt for free.
For free.
It's a scam they try to pull, and they're trying to do the same thing to you because they're like, oh,
It never showed up. They blame USPS or whoever.
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't know if you've ever dealt with USPS, but like anytime you try to get a refund from them, it's like
Impossible.
That's what I was kind of saying.
What
ain't gonna happen.
I mean, they're
those
not,
companies are crazy because they put it on their they put it on their website, money back guarantee. We have this warranty on it that if you don't get it, we'll refund you in some way. Airbnb is a damn good example of it because I have the worst experience with Airbnb, the worst, and I'm done with them. I'm done with Airbnb. I won't use them anymore. But this past year I went to Florida. I booked Airbnb 6 months ahead of time, had my place booked out, everything, and I went to Naples, Florida. Show up on a Friday night. You want some more, Cody?
oh, let's go, champ.
I was just kind of showing.
Oh, you
He
switched
was talking
over.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just
Because
wanted
I'm
to
over here
shit talk
sipping
or
on this thing. I'm
sign
trying not
me.
to
Cody,
die.
anyone listening, Cody's trying to peer pressure.
Hey,
drinking some
you know,
more.
Put the
We ain't
He's
in
shaking
high
it.
school
He's shaking his
anymore.
glass with the ice in it.
We're not in
foot
high school
down and
anymore.
just put a little pressure, folks. That's all you got to do.
Cody likes to stir the pot.
Yeah,
talking shit while you're trying mid-story even.
That's okay.
I didn't say nothing, folks. All right.
Yeah.
You ruined the story though. Sorry, Ryan. Can
You said a lot.
proceed where you were so rudely
You ruined it by saying something. I just shook my glass a little bit. That's all I did. I didn't move the
You
ice.
said a lot with your actions.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like
with your
not
That's my
respond to
Okay,
you.
that's my fault. I'll take.
I'm not rude like you.
rude. Listen to you.
So
Sorry.
we get to Florida, fly in. We had to fly into Fort Myers, which is 30 minutes north of Naples. It's 5. We flew in at. I get there at like noon 1 because I don't like flying in late in the evening. So I want to get up early, fly in, have some time, even if I can't get in the Airbnb because check-in's at 4. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, I want to get comfortable. I want to get because I've had a problem where I didn't get there. I lost my rental car. They gave it away. So now this is when I was in Miami. I lost my rental car. Didn't have a car.
This dude's
Had a-
been through.
Dude, you went to Miami?
Yeah.
Yeah.
was a
I would
nightmare
not
anyway.
recommend
You were
it to
balling out of control in Miami.
No. It was out of control, but I wasn't balling
Yeah, he was just.
or
There.
I wasn't out of control. Like
Yeah.
the situation was.
I feel like I already know the root of your problem for your traveling experiences.
Airbnb.
You're planning it.
Oh yeah.
No, he plans great. Actually.
No,
Well, no. Remember the time we went to Branson, and I booked a hotel. I booked a hotel for this time. We went to Branson. We got there. There was multiple of this brand hotel.
Yeah.
I booked the wrong location on the wrong weekend.
We show up and they're like, "Oh no, you don't. This isn't the right weekend."
Yeah.
We're like, we ended up going to a sketchy hotel, but man, I mean, we weren't there.
No. We went to a nice hotel because I'm like, screw it. Let's go somewhere
That's
nice.
right. We went to that resort. That's right.
But it was during COVID, and you couldn't go to the pool. You couldn't go to the activity area.
You had to schedule the pool, bro, for an hour.
Yeah,
That's all
you
got.
get like a 45-minute
the hell?
block.
It was ridiculous.
That's pretty rough.
It was
And
rough.
It was expensive.
It was very expensive. We didn't get no amenities out of it, basically.
Yeah, it was dumb.
So we're like, screw it. We'll go back to this other one. And it
We went
ended
to
up
a cheap.
it was cheap. It had a box TV, and it didn't even work.
Yeah.
The solution to all these problems is just like don't plan it.
Yeah. Well,
See, now listen, that's my specialty. I go with the flow. I like-
Exactly. Jamie has
Thank
planned every vacation I've ever been on. And
well,
I'm just
see,
like,
you're lucky enough to have a woman in your life that can do stuff.
this
like
is true. And
Well, my
shout
woman
out to
doesn't.
Jamie.
I was the
Shout out to
most
Nikita.
prepared, Sam. So whenever I'm planning these things, if I don't plan them, they don't happen.
yeah.
At the time,
It'll be a
Ryan
day
was-
before, and they're like, "So where are we staying?" I'm like, "I don't know. Nobody booked anything."
I have absolutely no patience for planning that sort of stuff.
At the time, Ryan
It's
was
the
our
worst,
woman.
dude.
Because Jamie she'll be sending me pictures like 6 months out. I'm like, remind me a week before where we're
Yeah,
going.
see, that's the way I am.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I just need to know how much.
yeah.
See, I have a problem where like I'll say I'll do something and then I don't do it.
You're drinking, and you're like, "That sounds
I-
fun," and
yeah,
then
well, I
turns
get
out
to-
you're like, "That doesn't sound
Well,
fun."
I just get to doing other things, things that I want to do. It's like I don't want to be looking at
Have-
websites all night. Like, that
Have
sounds
you ever
fucking
said
terrible.
like, yeah, like made plans and you're like, yeah, I'll totally do that.
Oh, 100%.
While you're drinking,
I-
and you're like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I don't have,
either-
that was drunk me talking. I don't have any
I'll
You gotta
desire
get
to
me
do that.
drunk again to want to do that.
A lot of times I'm good. Like, even if I don't want to do something, once you get me out of the house and I'm there, normally I have a good time. But it's like just getting me to that point. But after that, I'm golden.
Yeah, I'm the worst.
Is
Oh,
it?
You don't come out ever.
What is it though? Like what is it that makes? Well, can I go back to my Airbnb story?
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
please.
I think that's a great conversation. I think a lot of people actually can probably relate with that because
I want to know how they fucked you over.
yeah. So, and it wasn't even Airbnb at first. It wasn't their fault at first. We fly in, we get there, it's like 1:00. So we got some time. So we go check out the town. We did drive by our location just to make sure it was good, make sure it looked safe. We know where it was at. So at 4:00 we can go check in. And I messaged a guy. A lot of times you can message him and you're like, hey, we're in town early. If there's a chance for early check-in, we would like it because we're already here. Mm-hmm. And most of the time they're like, yeah, that's fine. The cleaners will leave at 1. And you can go ahead and check in. I didn't hear back. And it was actually weird because the night, now like looking back on it, the night that I booked it, I messaged a guy and I said, he actually messaged me and said, hey, thanks for booking with me. I hope you look forward to your stay or whatever. I'll be in contact as time gets closer. So I don't remember what he said, but it's something paraphrasing. And then I messaged him. I said, I'm a big foodie. Do you want some water?
Dude, no, I'm good. I'm going to hack this down.
Bro, this guy is struggling out here.
Dude, I'm gonna nurse that thing all the way to the end.
It's okay. It's okay. And you don't have to drink it.
No.
Cody will drink it.
We do. No, he won't.
I mean, I'll drink it if I have to.
I'll punch you.
You're going to twist my arm. Jesus Christ. I didn't know I showed up with a baby. My God.
Oh, I thought you were supposed to savor it, right? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to
Yeah, but
sip
it was so good.
No, you're just like, I don't want to deal with this for a long period of time, so I'm going to drink it quickly.
Listen, don't act like you know what was going through
He
my head.
starts off strong,
Yeah.
but ends weak.
Yeah. I'll crumble.
Yeah.
I'll crumble the next.
You're gonna be
30
sleeping
minutes.
on the floor.
Yeah, 100%.
So I messaged a guy and I said, I'm a foodie. If you have any recommendations on places to eat, I would love it because I always want to get good food wherever I'm going. It's like my main thing I want to do anytime I go on vacation. Good food. He's like, all right, man, I'll let you know in the morning. I was like, cool. He didn't let me know in the morning. Not a big deal
Never. even
because
text
it's
him
6 months late. Yeah, I didn't text him back. It's 6 months to go. Something like that. 4 months, something. Not a big deal. The day of, I'm like, hey, we're here early. If we can get an early check-in, I'd appreciate it. Just because we have all our bags in our car, we'd like to unload. And then, because it's never fun having to go out to eat, have a couple drinks. You know, you're
back. Then you got to go.
You haven't even
unpack
unpacked
everything
yet.
else.
yeah, we haven't even unpacked. So we got all our stuff in there. We want to go out and like,
Take a nap before you go eat. That's
that's
a pro
my
tip.
first thing, I want to go Mexican, get some margaritas. I want to
I
get in a
knew
little
that's
better mood because I always go to the beach. So I'm just like, yeah, let's get in a little better mood. Let's get the vibe going. Let's have some fun. But it sucks when you got you can't Uber. You know, you got to drive. You got all your stuff. You're worried about it, and you still got to unpack. You don't want to come back drunk. You have to unpack and figure out how to.
If I come back drunk, I ain't worried about unpacking though.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, let's wait until the next morning.
Yeah.
It might not even
I
get
don't
it
even
back
care
then.
anymore at this point.
Yeah,
It's just staying in the
it's
bag.
gonna,
What
yeah,
bags?
I'm in the same clothes the whole trip. Fuck it.
And so we show up 10 till, and the guy still doesn't message me back. And at this point, it's like, well, he doesn't. In my mind, I'm like, he doesn't have to send me a message till 4 o'clock. That's when you get your code.
Yeah.
Actually, but come to find out, you actually get a login. You get a check-in code an hour before, but you're not supposed to check in. I found that out later on. I was just doing research. So if anyone's in this situation, start calling. If you haven't got a check-in within an hour or a check-in code within an hour to check in,
blowing up the phone.
start calling somebody, figure something out. But I waited all the way till the time, and we're sitting there, and we pull in, and it's a duplex. Like it's a nice duplex, like down on the beach, and we pull up, and you go to the left to ours and go to the right to the next one. I think it was one of the. But as we pull up, somebody's inside, and they peek through the blinds.
Oh shit.
And I was like,
worst.
That's a big red flag already.
I was like, that was kind of weird, but it's also a duplex. So I was like, someone's probably staying on one side. We'll just stay in the other. No big deal. 4 o'clock comes around, still nothing. 4:05 comes around, still nothing. Oh, I'm like, all right. So now I'm trying to message him on Airbnb, like, hey, I think his name is Kyle. I'm like, hey, Kyle, what? I was like, hey, man, we haven't got a check-in code. We're sitting here. What's going on? And then it will let you Airbnb lets you, like, if things aren't working out, you can't, if you're having a problem.
You can like escalate.
Well, yeah, if you have a problem, it can be like, okay, what's the problem? And it has these promptus. And if the guy's not responding to your messages, they'll give you his cell phone number to call. So he gave me his cell phone. I call him. Goes to voicemail. Everybody has their cell phone on him. Now, he could be busy.
He was looking through the blinds.
That was him.
He was
Yeah.
busy. Oh no shit, it was him.
I don't know.
Probably.
No, we never.
He's
did.
like 9 answering
We
the
never
door.
heard
Listen
from
to
this
this
guy.
podcast.
I've done
fuck
that.
You.
Never heard from this guy.
Wait, what?
You've never like had somebody knock on your door and just like, I'm not answering that.
No, I answer every phone call and I answer every.
Dude, I screen people all the time.
No.
I'm sorry. If you're my friend and you've called me multiple times, sorry.
I've done that. I've straight up. Dude, I had someone show up
It's
at my
an
house.
emergency.
No. These guys are just out hanging out, wanting me to come hang out with them. It's 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I'm in bed.
Yeah, don't show up to my house uninvited.
I'm the same way, dude. Nothing pisses me off.
I've literally
more.
done that to both of you.
Oh, I hate it.
Yep. And just so you know, I've been pissed off both
Yeah.
times.
No, you haven't.
Like, you're lucky I know you because I would have
Listen,
started shooting.
Listen,
Well,
you
this
don't have
guy
fun.
pulled in my driveway, and I noticed a car came in, and I just turned the TV off.
Yeah. all the lines.
Yeah,
the
my
lights
blinds are
shut.
closed,
Yeah.
but my TV light shines through the window for sure, through the blinds. And I just turn my TV off, and he starts calling me immediately. And I'm like,
No, we're
I'm not
gonna
answering.
fight.
I've had, my neighbors, my neighbors are super cool, but they've, on a Sunday at 10 o'clock at night, they're retired.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're
these guys are retired.
met these neighbors
They're
and
partying.
wild.
They're having a good time. They have a side by side with a light bar on it. They pulled down to my bedroom window, put the light beam on it, and we're yelling, Ryan,
that would
hang
actually
out. And they're calling my cell phone, and I had to lay in bed in darkness, act like I'm sleeping. Nobody's sleeping through that.
It's like you got a bunch of high school kids outside.
Yeah, it's exactly what it was. But
Motherfuckers are all 60 plus.
yeah.
No, they're into some shit when you got a 65-year-old couple
Oh, they're
with a UTV and a light bar.
Oh, dude, they're out
That right
No,
there.
they're the best neighbors you could ever ask for.
And like cooler strapped down in the back. They're wild. They're ready to have fun.
There are some of the best neighbors I've ever had, because there's been times where I was gone, like my camera went off, and it was something like, I was like, that doesn't seem right.
That's probably me.
I wasn't home. It might have been.
Yeah.
They said it was a really ugly bearded.
Oh, 100% me. That was 100% me.
fits-
Look homeless.
Yeah, salt and pepper hair.
Yeah.
Looks like he could be 40 or 28.
Listen,
Nobody knows.
I'm starting to feel attacked.
They've came and checked out my house before.
Yeah.
Like when I wasn't here, they're like, yeah, we'll go over and check it out. And it's nice to have somebody around that you can trust like
count on.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
It's nice. But so we're in Florida trying to finish the story. Am I dragging this thing out?
No, we're just interrupting on a regular
Drag it
basis.
out.
So back in Florida, dude peeks through the window, start trying to, I don't know if it's him or who, somebody's inside. I tried calling him, I tried texting him, I tried sending some messages through Airbnb, nothing. So Airbnb on it has, we'll find you a place guarantee. Like there's like this guarantee where if something happens with your Airbnb, they will guarantee you they will guarantee you another place to stay that
Yeah,
night.
spot this would say. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not
And-
sleeping in your car, at least.
Yeah. So now it's 4:20 on a Friday in Naples, Florida. Never been there in my entire life. Don't know anything except for the restaurant we went to and this place. That's the only thing I know about this whole entire town. And so I click on that thing. It prompts me to give the people a call, Airbnb a call. I call them. They're like, okay, we have to go through a procedure where we have an opportunity to call them or get a hold of them for 30 minutes. So like, give me 30 minutes. I'm like, all right. So we go over to Starbucks because
Hell yeah.
turns out no service in this town. Turns out I don't have service. So I have one bar service. So I can't load any internet. I can barely get phone calls. So I'm like, I got to find somewhere with Wi-Fi. So we went over to Starbucks. 30 minutes go by. Airbnb just sends me a message, says, hey, we've exonerated all our options, and we can't get a hold of them. and that's it.
You're on your
Nice try. Yeah. Good luck in Florida, bro.
Basically, that's basically what they said.
Later, bitch.
Sorry.
Nobody called. Nobody did nothing. So I call back, and I get this new lady. It was a foreign lady, totally different lady. And she's like, oh, okay, I'll take over the case from here. So she wants to go through this 30-minute process again. I said, no, ma'am.
You guys got different phones or they got special phones? It's just going to work better for her?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, no, ma'am. It's like, I already gone through this process. Time to move on. Like I've done everything. I've called them 10 times. I've texted them. I've sent them a message. You guys have tried. 45 minutes has gone by. Nothing. We're not wasting any more time here. She's like, somehow convinced me she was going to call him again.
She was going to get through.
Yeah, she was going to get through.
But
I stayed on the phone with her. It was a hour phone call with this foreign lady. She acted like she was trying to help me, but she was just going through like a promptu of things she was supposed to say. But she was just doing like the first thing and circling back. She's like, well, let's try giving him a call again. And I'm like, no. And it was just like this, it was this big ordeal. And I got to the point where I let her try calling. It wasn't working out. She did, like, I had convinced her that it wasn't going to work out. And I'm like, we just need a different place to stay. Because what she did was she wanted me to go to the house and she wanted me to just start typing in numbers. I don't know where she was coming up with these numbers from, but she's like, try going and doing this number.
You're like, you want me to break in?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not going to just, okay, this guy is clearly,
what is wrong with you?
This guy's clearly ghosting us. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to, even if I do get in, it's going to be the weirdest thing ever.
Like, oh, hey.
Oh, nice to see you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
How the
Thanks
fuck
for
did you get
booking.
in?
How did you get in? Yeah. It basically came down to it. She's like, take out the blind, pick the lock on the window, slide it up.
You have a
You're gonna need to get
hand-sized
some
rock and live close by?
Yeah, she's like, go. There's a rock in the ditch. You just throw it through the window.
Oh, man.
You're gonna get a couple cuts. It was the dumbest thing ever. And then at the end of the phone call, I had it after like 45, and I kept my calm the whole time. Just kept my cool. 45 minutes to an hour in, I was like, I need to speak to somebody else. I need to speak to a manager. I need to talk to a supervisor.
You went full Karen.
Full Karen. And I wasn't mean, but I was like, this is not working out. You're not helping me. All she wanted to do was circle back to calling the guy. And because I ordered it, I got like Airbnb does these things where like it's lower than normal for right now or something like that. Like they have like these deal packages and they like advertise them when you're on Airbnb. It was something like that where I got a deal on it for like a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house. I got a deal on it. Well, when 6 months out is fine. You can get a cheap price on one like that. But when it's the night of and you're trying to get a place for that week, you can't find nothing. It's the only thing that's left is the overpriced stuff that nobody else wanted. And so she was like, well, how about this house? I'm like, that's $2,500 more. I'm like, I'm not paying another $2,500.
Oh, shit.
All
cover it. Yeah, I'll get it.
All those people are hoping for somebody else to have a problem.
A victim like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, can you comp me? Because she wasn't wanting to do it. I was like, can you comp me? And she's like, well, I can give you what you pay because we paid like $2,500. She's like, I can give you what you paid and you're going to have to pay the rest. I said, no way. I'm like, I was supposed to be here and stay here for a week off of this price. And all of a sudden now my trip got doubled.
Yeah. At this point, you owe me money.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, this is crazy. And then she's like, well, how about this place? And it's like an hour and a half away inland where you're not even near the beach. And that's the only way you can get a house for that cheap. What the fuck? And I was like, no. I was like, I want to stay on the beach. That's what my trip is.
That's why I booked this 6 months out.
Yeah. That's why I came to Florida.
Yeah. We were bargain shopping 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Now we're paying premiums.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it came down to where I was just like, I need to talk to a supervisor or someone because you're not doing this job. Like, you're not doing it. And she's like, okay. She told me they were busy. And I'm like, well, leave them a message. Tell them to call me back. And she's like, well, let me go see if I can talk to him again. And she meant to put me on hold. Didn't put it on hold. And she just sat there and she was, I think they work from home.
Yeah.
And she
like
was
yelling
talking
at her kids.
she was talking to her friend.
You better eat that dinner, goddammit.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, she just started talking to her friend. Didn't do anything. She was just talking to her friend, and they were like joking about my house and
She's
how I
like, this dude's
in.
gonna give up eventually.
Yeah,
She's like,
basically,
I'll break him.
They were joking and laughing about it, and I listened to it for about like 5 to 10 minutes, just listening, just because like they say all the calls are recorded.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I know this girl was messing with me. Just didn't care to actually help me, and that's like this protocol that Airbnb has. Like they go to these promptus.
It's so weird that she would even want to do that though, because it already happened prior. Like if you already went through the steps of 30 minutes up to that, like why would she like jump in?
Because they're getting paid to try to work you through these things
to make you quit.
Yeah.
They're trying to get you to quit. They don't want to pay you. They don't want to help you.
They don't want to have to comp me for a more expensive place. They don't want to lose the money.
Did you get your money?
So basically, I was like, hey, I know you think this is a big joke, but I'm literally in Florida in a town I've never been before, and I have nowhere to stay until Friday night. And then all of a sudden, they quit talking. She muted it, and then I just hung up. And then Airbnb, I called back, and I got another lady, a totally different lady, and she tried to do the same thing.
No,
and I said, she tried it like 3 times. I said, listen, I've done this. I've been on the phone for an hour. I'm done with this. I just want my money back, and I never want to do business with you guys again. I'm done. I just want my money back so I can move on with my life.
Where'd you go? Like Motel 8?
I went to a motel, man.
Yeah, there you go.
I went to a motel.
I mean, now you're really balling because
Now
you
he's
got
got bed bugs.
$2,800 or however much money to go spend at the bar.
No, they didn't give me it took 2 weeks to get my money back.
Oh.
And it was this whole, she was supposed to send a supervisor to me, and she's like, you hear back from them tomorrow. It was 2 weeks before I heard back. And they were trying to call me at 10 o'clock at night on like Sundays.
Yeah,
It was
because they're
a
in India
joke.
and it's noon.
Yeah, it was a joke.
It's Monday
dude.
at noon. You're like, hey, what the fuck is
This
going
guy
on?
don't ever answer his phone
It
during
was
business
the
hours.
biggest thing a joke. It was the biggest joke ever, man. It was insane.
It's fucking
I ended up
midnight when
going.
you're calling.
I ended up going through VRBO. Got a place for a week. We like direct messaged this guy. They hooked us up. They gave us like a late checkout, and we seen it on Airbnb because we were looking for stuff for like houses and hoping they would comp us for it. And we ended up finding it, but then we found another one. It was $1,000 cheaper on VRBO because it didn't have a cleaning fee. Or it was like something like it was like $700 cheaper or something.
Yeah, you know, we talked earlier about crazy business ideas. Mm-hmm. I've tried like 3 times to get my wife to start a, what do they call it, travel agent? 'Cause she loves it. She'll look on VRBO or Airbnb, or she'll look on them things all day long.
Yeah,
I literally just learned about fucking the
VRBO.
I always called it Verbo. Is that not what it is?
It probably is.
Yeah.
It's vacation rentals.
Yeah.
What booking?
In a nutshell, it's
I just
better
heard
than
about it.
Airbnb. I think that's what we're.
Yeah.
That's what we're.
Yeah,
saying.
that's
Yeah.
the nutshell. You know?
I've used it a few times now, and it seems to be working out.
Yeah.
You can only get burned so many times, and you're just like, I can't go back.
Yeah.
But we were talking to people on vacation while we were down there. I usually have some type of chaos, whether it's a rental car given away or.
Oh, I got a story for you guys.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay, so me and Jamie's honeymoon. She's probably gonna kill it. She's gonna kill me for telling the story.
It's fine.
she won't hear.
We stay at. I don't know if we used Airbnb or what, but
Where'd you guys go?
we went to like Frisco area, Dillon, Colorado. So we slept at like 9,000 feet. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
We rented out this giant cabin, and to get to the cabin, you have to go down this super duper steep mountain.
Wait, what?
Essentially,
I don't care. Whatever you want.
Oh, sorry to cut you off. Well, sorry, Cody.
yeah. Cody
I'm
being rude
selfish.
again.
You
That's
want
bad.
this?
This guy doesn't
I don't
have
care.
any manners. He's like, I want something, but I'm not going
If
to
it,
tell you
if
what I
it
want.
is on this table,
Well, I'm trying to fucking
have it.
shake over here, and nobody looks at me, so I got to say something. You know,
I thought you just had a shake. I thought you had a
I'm
problem.
throwing my little ass legs around, and nobody it doesn't hit anybody.
I've never seen anybody throw a fit about being thirsty.
Dude, I'm struggling over here, bro.
I'm about out too, man. It's Friday night. We gotta have some drinks.
Yeah, exactly. Sam's over here fucking sipping. You want a pacifier for that thing?
Yes,
fucking
please.
nipple? Jesus Christ.
That would help.
Hey, I'm trying to do it properly, where you actually taste the hints of whatever is
fucking
supposed to be
taste
in it.
nothing.
I'm trying to taste the grains.
Dude, you're getting wrinkles from your face from squint, like just
Dude.
in pain. Yeah,
My wrinkles are bad.
dude.
Have you guys ever seen Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah.
Where he takes a drink and he like his jaw like turns.
Yeah. That's how I feel every time I take a drink.
That's all.
I'm really honestly trying to hold it together. I don't drink.
Really?
You don't have to drink it, man.
No,
You
I
can
want to.
I'll drink it if
You know how long I've
you
been
want me to
saying,
drink?
I go to the bar and I see, this nice, young lady go up to the bar and she's like, I want a whiskey on the rocks. I'm like, she's more of a man than me.
Can I put you on something different? Can I try something? Have Cody finish that.
Yeah, I'll finish it. Jesus.
Let me try something different because I agree. I'm the same way. I'm not a whiskey guy.
That tastes terrible.
I'm not a whiskey guy. Yeah.
Sorry,
Tom Reed.
Jesus Christ.
It's
It's not you, it's me.
No,
Yeah, I was gonna say there's
No, he
there's
doesn't
people
do
that
that.
like whiskey.
It's smooth. It doesn't it's not like an afterburn. It's
can't
just-
recover.
It's just the flavor.
just give up. You can't recover. Get something new.
Such a freak. You're starting a
Anyway,
pot.
you guys figure out what we're drinking. I'm going to resume my story because what happened
Man,
was,
go ahead.
Can you try tequila?
yeah, we rented. Also, when we got to where you rent your car, I'm like, I want to upgrade. I want the nicest thing you got on the lot. And it was nice. It was like an Infinity something SUV Q whatever. I don't know. It was nice.
I want to try that, by the way.
And I'm like a habitual like prankster or mess with you. Like
Yeah.
There's no getting away.
I'm giving you just. I want you to. I don't want like. I'm not expecting you to.
I'm down on this thing.
Just sip it. Is that too much?
No.
I want you just to take a sip of it and see that it's not.
This homie just about had a stroke.
No,
Jeez.
that's not any better.
Really?
That's way worse.
Really? Really?
Terrible.
All right, Cody. I want Cody.
I need some Boone's Farm over here.
Oh my god.
No, I stopped drinking. I don't really drink at all.
I don't either, but I still can. I don't drink like I used to. But I still can hold my own for the most part.
Have you had Glass Azul yet, Cody?
No, that's why I wanted it.
This bottle is empty, but the other one's still good.
That's the one. Yeah, I remember when you got that one.
I want to hear the story still. But
Yeah, go ahead.
Cody, grab it.
Yeah, you drink it.
Do you want?
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Thank you guys for
Good.
coming.
I'm
up.
not succumbing to peer pressure anymore. Everybody
fine. You don't
knows.
have to.
He's a big
Everybody
boy.
knows.
You
I'm
don't
not a
have to.
drinker.
Hey,
So we have this super nice rental. We're living on this mountain,
that's smooth.
and we decide we want to go into town for the day. And we get in, and it's like no big deal. And we're driving down the hill, and we're only going about 4 miles an hour. Okay. I don't know what you guys know about vehicles. But they stop pretty good at 4
a
miles an
vehicle?
hour. And so I was like, I'm just gonna brake check. That's all. Just a little brake check. Just
Jamie
to
probably
make
bounced
sure
out the
Jamie
window.
was on her toes, you know. Well, I brake check her, and the vehicle just stops.
Oh, I bet
And
she
mean,
about
it just stops.
Was it one of those panics where she throws her hands out and she about ready to?
She didn't have time to throw her hands out.
Dude, I knew this was where it was going.
She.
This little incident with the brake check cost me $800.
Wait,
Through the window.
She busted the windshield out with her head.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and my dumbass, which I'll never do again, declines like all the insurance. I'm like, no, it'll be
I
fine.
don't need it.
We're
Nothing's
risking
gonna
it.
happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nothing will
nothing's gonna happen.
And I try to tell him like, oh, you know, it was an act of God. We were driving down the interstate, and a giant bird just came out of nowhere, and they're like,
Swooped in from the outside.
yeah, they're like, we don't care. Yeah,
You're paying for it.
It was $800.
$800.
Yeah, I called my insurance company. Shout out Anthony Heyman. He's like, dude, you're better off just paying for that.
Yeah. Anthony's my guy too, man.
Yeah.
He rocks it.
What happened, Anthony?
Because he's like, we could get Safe Flight there pretty quick, and it probably would have been cheaper, but it was a weekend.
I broke
That's a
my-
really good way to ruin your honeymoon because, like, I thought I killed her.
Why didn't you just wait? Yeah.
I thought I
That's
killed
like
her.
killing a wife on the honeymoon to ruin it.
Yeah. Hey,
Besides the $800 window, I put my wife's head, my new wife, into the windshield.
yeah.
Like, shattered it. And
sure
I
she
thought, all I
loved
could
it.
think was, I just crushed every bone in her body.
Man,
And then
Did she get hurt at all?
That's tough.
No, she's
Yeah, she's
stout.
she's a thick girl.
Did she get any injury?
She had a headache.
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
Nothing new.
Yeah,
She always had a headache.
Yeah, she's used to those.
Dude, I broke a fucking.
But not even blood, nothing?
No, she had like a little goose egg, but
bet.
she hit it hard, and she like I think she had like her feet like crossed in the seat too.
That'll teach her.
And I remember saying to her, I'm like, dude, your hands didn't go out at all. Like, how slow are your reflexes? Because if somebody brake checks me, I'm ready.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
I'm ready.
Well, that's what she gets.
Well, you think you're ready.
My mom used to
But
brake check us when
until
we were
it's-
kids. You know, I was always ready.
Oh yeah. Well, that means her parents didn't like. They didn't.
They weren't abusive.
I wasn't gonna go there, but yeah.
They didn't. Her parents loved
didn't
her.
fuck with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's kind of.
they're still alive too.
Oh, yikes!
Yeah, that's weird.
Shout out to our moms.
Shout out to our mom. Cheers.
But, anyways, so fucking.
Damn, mine's empty.
I broke a.
Do you want a Prime hydration drink?
No, thanks.
Okay, you good with that? Okay. You want a Just Work energy drink or a Ghost?
No,
Okay. Okay.
dude, you have a good selection though.
Thank you. Want a cigar?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Really?
Yeah, not all of it though.
That's fine.
Yeah, I had one
It's
today.
gonna
at
get a
work.
little smoky in here though.
That's all right.
Not just me though, right?
Only you.
Then I'm not doing it.
Okay.
This guy's fucking ridiculous.
I just can't mix them both at the same time.
Really?
I have some good cigars. They'll get you.
Oh, like, see, I quit chewing,
Yeah.
and I got to be careful with nicotine because I used to be like a nicotine fiend.
Yeah, I get a fucking dick.
Now I get sick.
I have
I
some.
mean,
Oh,
sick.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you might.
These cigars I have right now, man, they will. Yeah. Good buzz off them. Real good buzz, especially in here because it's just. It
Just
none of it
lingers.
leaves- yeah.
Lingers.
So you also hotbox it in here.
Good luck. Yeah,
Yeah. There's no fans.
that's all right. But anyways,
I need to get some little minis, I guess. That'd probably be good.
like half.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some little. Remember the Stokers? Did you guys ever get into those in school?
No, I didn't really smoke cigars in high school.
I didn't get into cigars till I was late 20s.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of the same.
started-
I still don't really smoke them.
At like 16 years old, I was giving people like $8 to buy me a pack of cigarettes, and they were only like $2.
Christ.
They bring me back the Pall Malls and be like, "Yeah, it was $8." I'm like, "All right,
Keep the change.
keep the change. Thanks."
I like, yeah, nice
You were
try, buddy.
smoking at 16?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dude, Sam was a little fucking thug.
I was.
Dude,
Smoking?
Got you into that.
I grew up like with chain smoking grandparents, and I used to remember
your
like
dad chain smoke? Or wasn't your dad a smoker?
my dad was kind of weird. He would like smoke for a while and then just like quit.
Quit cold turkey.
It's all mine. Yeah, and I could think I can do it too.
That's kind of what I've always
Still
thought.
smoke?
No, no.
Oh.
I quit chewing. I chewed for 10 years and just finally, like as soon as you make up your mind to do it, it's easy.
It's easy.
Yeah.
I've never done it, but I would like to do it just to see if I could do it.
Yeah.
Just to see if I could
Smoke and quit?
Oh, quit. It's kind of a cool mind
I
exercise.
want to see if I have it.
I kind of did that with alcohol, though. Like, I remember hearing stories about some buddies growing up, or like in high school when we used to party all the time. And I remember hearing, like, you know, our friends be like, I woke up with a headache today because I didn't drink. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Dude, you always were an animal because you could just like.
Well,
I felt like you never got hungover. I used to get hungover.
I'd get hungover.
Bad.
Oh, I'd 100.
Power through.
Ryan's seen me probably my worst.
Yeah, he'd power through for sure.
Yeah.
You were a trooper.
Dude, I remember one time we got fucked up the night before. I wasn't with Ryan, and then on our senior year on Fridays we would go to school late. That was part of like the reward. And me and Ryan used to get up earlier than the normal.
Just
day.
so you guys could
just to
pregame for
ride around, just to ride around and drink.
I don't know where this, I don't even remember this dude.
Yeah, and you guys were talking shit about me smoking cigarettes
Oh,
at 16.
bro.
You guys were getting fucked up.
No, I know, man. I know I had some problems.
Dude, I remember puking before I even met Ryan, and we're driving around in my fucking Ranger, and Ryan's like, take a shot. I take a shot, and I'm just puking out instantly. Take a shot, puke out my side fucking window, dude. It was terrible. That was one of the worst decisions I've ever done to do that. It was fucking disgusting.
It wasn't even because I wanted to drink. It was more of like, I was just a rebel without a cause, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was
That's all it
kinda
was.
the same way.
I was just young and I was bored. I didn't play sports. And I didn't like people telling me what to do. And I didn't like the system. I didn't like
man.
school. And it wasn't like I was waking up thinking that. But it was
I
just
was like, let's get fucked up.
See, I didn't really start partying until after high school. Like my high school, without being like a Debbie Downer, was kind of like a depressing time.
Oh, high school for me was the shit, dude. I
My-
loved it. I loved every second of it.
Yeah, my dad was really sick, so I missed a lot of school taking care of him and like doing all that kind of craziness. And it was either working, which I worked every weekend, and then I worked 4 hours every day after school,
Yeah.
all through high school. So like high school, I didn't do anything. All my friends would be like, "Hey, you want to go out Saturday?" I'm like, "No, I gotta work." And I'm like, "Why don't you have to work?"
I was kind of the same. I mean, I was kind of like, but whenever I wasn't working, I was just getting hammered.
Yeah, I know.
It was not. I don't recommend it. I'm not saying it was a good thing. That's not what I'm saying. But
But-
I always looked at it like,
In a small town, there's not a lot of things to do. That's why a lot of kids turn to drugs
you know what they
and
great,
other things.
I mean,
That's
one
where
of
like
my-
video games are good for a lot of kids. Like people say they're not, but it's like if these
it's better
kids
than
don't
doing
fit
meth.
Yeah, it's a
Well,
lot
I
better
get
than
it.
drugs. A lot better than going out and getting drunk on the weekends. Like
Yeah.
sure, maybe they're not being the most active.
No,
but
but-
the ones that are going out getting drunk on the weekends, they're not
Definitely not being
exactly-
active either. And they're
Well,
fucking-
they're being active, but it's not very healthy.
well, yeah, okay, you're right. But
I don't know how a lot of us didn't end up in jail.
I'm surprised I'm not.
I went to jail.
12.
You did?
Guys.
Yeah, I did an overnighter.
Good job.
Yeah,
Good job.
just a 12-hour.
I'm proud of you.
Sleep it
No
off.
big deal. I got cuffed and stuffed once, but that was it.
I've never been cuffed. I've never been put in a cop car. Well, I was put in the front seat of a cop car.
Dude, that cop was so mean to me. It was a Gerald. Do you guys remember when Gerald had the fake cop?
Yeah.
So it was
He
that
got
guy.
you?
Yeah.
He got you.
It was that
I'm getting
guy.
a-
And he put
Cody, could you
me
give me a? I'll get it. I'll get it.
I'll get it.
he put me in the back seat of the car, and it was probably
Club soda?
I don't know. It was like summer-ish, like early summer.
I think I remember this. Oddly enough.
we were at Krista Lawton's house
Okay.
out in Gerald, and he put me in there. It wasn't cold.
Why?
I don't know.
Why'd you get pulled over?
Because I ran a stop sign, and then I told him I had been drinking, even though I was responsible. I was like, I stopped drinking like 3 hours ago.
Yeah, but you're still a minor.
Yeah. So that was the problem. But anyway,
They don't believe it. They don't. If you're a minor and you said you had a drink, out.
You're done.
Yep.
You're done. So he puts me in the back of this cop car, and at that time I was like quite a bit wider. So I got one set of cuffs, and it was terrible. My shoulders are about to rip off.
I remember you telling me this story, actually.
Oh, it was horrible. I had bruises for like a week. And
On your shoulders?
No, my wrist, because like they don't go.
All the way around them?
Yeah.
Them boys were stretched.
You know, when you're fat, your arms don't reach.
Yeah. Oh, so there was just like, it was like a spring trying to pull back.
Yeah,
I
because
see.
my arms are too fat. Anyway, I was sitting in the cop car, and he's like out talking to my girlfriend at the time, and he leaves the heat on high,
He did that shit on
like
purpose.
full high. And I'm just in there cooking.
It's a sauna.
I feel like my mouth is like the Mojave Desert. I'm like, dude, this has got to be illegal.
Bro, get me out of here.
I'm like knocking on the window. I'm like,
With
let
your
me
head?
out of here, dude.
With your head?
Oh, yeah. Like, what do you, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
I'm going to die. And he didn't care. So funny part is,
Oh, this is the fake cop.
this is the fake cop.
This is the fake
I
cop.
guess I don't remember the fake cop.
Dude, anyone that's listening right now, they're in Gerald, Missouri, at one point, a guy came in, impersonated himself as a cop, made a fake badge, fake
shit.
everything, got hired on, and he was going around busting.
Yeah, there was like a
busting all-
meth ring bust that he
Yeah,
did.
I think he had like the number one amount. Like he
He was just taking down crime
was-
rings all
like,
over.
it-
Oh, he was killing it.
he was getting no warrants, no nothing. He thought it, kicked the door down.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
done.
shit,
You're
okay.
going to jail. I found out because he thought if he just busted in the door, he thought he was doing a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
He could just bust in the door, and if he caught someone with all this meth,
Yes,
then
You're done.
Good, yeah,
Yeah,
You're
done.
out of here.
Because he
You're going to
he
jail.
was he didn't need nothing to do it.
I mean, I kind of like him a little.
It worked a little bit.
Yeah.
But all those people got away with it.
Yeah, they all got
They
out.
You know, they're like, and,
Hey, wait, why'd you kick that fucking door down?
dude,
There's
what
no
a
warrant.
blessing for
They
those
dropped-
guys.
Yeah, they were like, thank God. I love that cop.
You don't get that twice.
No.
If there's someone that got caught and was doing jail time and got out because it was a fake cop, that ain't never gonna happen.
Dude, the crazy part is that guy
rare.
was such an asshole too, and he took his job so seriously.
You wouldn't even
And
fucking.
it was a fake job. I mean, it was a real job, but he was a fake cop, you know?
What a weird passion.
He's like, I just want to be a cop so bad, I'm going to fake it.
That's like the.
And
Batman,
he did it in a small town.
Well, that's why he got away with. You know, the fucking rules. Dude, they're trying to find anybody to fucking work the road.
But why not just become a legit cop?
Yeah, I mean, you got to do some effort. You know, you got to learn and, go to the training.
I'm sure he. Well, he had to have known.
But it's not
He had to have known
impossible.
shit. I mean,
He knew how to put handcuffs on. He didn't know how to handcuff a fat guy, but
Yeah.
Well, he knew how to make a because they all have like a license.
Yeah.
He made a fake license and got it all the way through the hiring process.
that's wild.
Yeah.
And Gerald.
Hey,
I think he went to Gerald because at one time we were like the meth capital of the world.
yeah, Franklin County was.
He's like, I'm gonna clean this place up.
He's like, this is it.
He did good.
Is he in
for
jail now? You think?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I don't even remember this, so
I would say he's in jail. It was on 60 Minutes. You could go watch 60 Minutes.
I don't care.
Nah, it's not that
To be
good.
honest,
Nah, he's a loser.
he should have put you in jail.
Dude, I'm thinking about doing it.
What?
being a cop.
Be a cop.
Dude, no, fuck that.
No, I couldn't.
dude.
I couldn't put up with the people.
Listen
Oh,
to
it'd
me.
be
You arrest me, bro. I'm running. It's simple as that.
So, I don't know.
So what happened? Did you get away with it? You got cuffed? Put you in a sauna, and then what?
Yeah, he really sweated it out of me for a while. He left. Maybe he was doing me a favor. I don't know. It
Let
didn't
him-
feel like it at the time.
Let him think.
He wanted me to think about my
Sweat that
mistakes
alcohol out of you.
and sweat it out. And I kept asking him like, dude, can I have a breathalyzer? Because like I'm a responsible delinquent too.
Yeah.
So like I remember being at that party and being like, all right, it's 10 o'clock now. I gotta work tomorrow. If I stop drinking now, that'd be 3 hours. Then I could go home. Then I gotta eat some food so that I'm sober. And so like I'm a responsible drunk.
Yeah.
I know, as responsible as you can be. So I'm like, I feel fine.
Yeah.
I feel fine. I feel like I'm safe. I'm like, can I have a breathalyzer? And the guy's like, no. And I'm like, what do you mean no?
Yeah.
Like, let me blow in the fucking tube. He's like, if you blow anything, you're getting an MIP. I'm like, I don't care at this point. Because it's so hot in there, you just want to take me to the jail.
Yeah.
Bro,
It's
thought
either
that was
this or
gonna take
death.
a dirty time.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
So I blow in this thing, zero across the board. I'm like, let me out of here.
Yeah.
Get me out of here. So I just left. I did get a stop sign ticket, though, after all that.
Fuck him.
I should have went back. The fake cop, but I didn't.
Oh, you had to pay the ticket?
Yeah.
Wow. You should have. You could probably
You got your
bring that
money
up.
back.
Well, you know, and this is back when I was
Imagine
young.
bringing that up like 10 years, 12 years later.
Hey, you guys owe me $47.
Yeah. Remember that fake cop?
I was like, if you actually remember that, you need to tell
Dude,
me.
my dumb ass, when I was young, I used to get speeding tickets a lot, and I would just pay them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
not-
oh, that's a responsible thing to do.
Bro, I was the same way for a while, and until I got my fucking, what is it, Class C, I think, or whatever.
When
Or
I was 16,
chauffeurs,
I
Class
knew-
E,
I knew
whatever
better
the fuck
than
it is.
When I was 16, I lost my license for 30 days because I got so many points, like just that quick.
Fuck that, yeah. Once I got my chauffeur's license, I was like, yeah, I gotta get this shit reduced.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why was 16? Why is 16 such a rough age for a 16-year-old?
Dude, you're dumb, dude.
Oh, so
Oh,
dumb.
and you get a little
So
freedom
dumb.
too, right?
Dude, yeah, you get your license, you get a little car, you get a little freedom.
From 16 to 17,
You're just
I had got a felony, a CNI, a
Shit.
speeding ticket. I had community service. I mean, I got it all.
Dude, you really did.
I did it
good.
all at one time.
yeah.
At least it was 16 because it's like, you know, 18 it went away.
No, yeah, it was a blessing.
Yeah.
Like I learned very quick.
You're going to be
that-
stupid, do it at 16.
Yeah, because when I was 18, it did
Just
go
don't
away.
do it.
By the time I was 18, I had been to jail, MIP, everything.
So do you spend much time around like
And I haven't had a ticket since I was 19.
teenagers? Like I'm getting old.
wish.
I'm getting old.
No, I don't.
So teenagers are around, and it's like when they walk into a room, I'm like, was I that stupid?
Oh, 100%. Guarantee it.
It's terrible.
Well, I will say that we definitely had my moments for sure. I definitely had our moments in school for sure, and
a lot of 'em.
and like behind closed doors, like we were just hanging out as us buddies doing dumb stuff.
Yeah.
But I will say in public, I was not the hoodlum.
Yeah.
In school,
No,
yeah,
for
because I
sure.
spent 8-hour days there.
Yeah.
But if like if I went to your house, like if you invited me over as your friend,
You were respectful.
I was very respectful.
Yeah, you've always
I was
been
the same
kind of.
way.
I've always thought you were pretty quiet.
Yeah.
I don't
that's
know
in
you
a-
like you and Cody know each other.
No, that's just like that was a different thing though.
I was the opposite.
Loud.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
kind
I
of.
was the
I'm always quiet till I get to know somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just I don't know. I don't want to piss anybody off. So
I do this thing when I'm nervous. I just start talking,
see, I'm the opposite.
I got checked a
tap-
lot as a kid.
and people will be like, "You're such a socialite," and I'm like, "I'm not social. I'm freaking out right now. That's why I'm talking."
I'm gonna fucking
Oh, so that was like your
Yeah.
way of coping with
Mm-hmm.
it. Your way of handling it.
little anxiety or something.
See, I think I was always extrovert.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was just naturally wanting to talk and
Yeah.
show myself who I was. But as a young kid, I was dumb. I didn't realize some of the things I was doing was dumb, and I might have done some things that was just dumb for attention.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying. I got checked a lot. Like people told me I was dumb. People didn't hold back on me. So then that's what I think what made me quiet is, or like step down.
You don't want to be
Because every time you open your mouth, they're like, "You're dumb. Shut up."
I hung out with a lot of older kids too.
Yeah.
And I hung out with like hood rat kids. Like I was a skater. We hung out with the hood rat kids. You piss them off, they're turning around and punching you in the face. Like they can piss you off. We're rolling. They're just gonna roll you right there. They're gonna do something that is not like the church. Like some of my friends that were my age, they would have just been like, "That was annoying." They didn't say nothing to me. But my older friends, especially the skater friends, they would like tell me
They're
off.
throwing hands.
Yeah. Or like when we were skateboarding, just freaking smoke me in the shins with a skateboard or something.
sounds
Like,
terrible.
shut up or I'm going to smoke you with
I don't
a
know if that's
skateboard.
really a good friend. I would never consider a friend like where
Well, I got checked a lot.
I should be able to tell you, like, just vocally tell you, like, hey, there's an issue or whatever, and not fucking have to physically hurt you. You know what I mean? Because if someone checks me in the fucking shins with a skateboard, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Yeah.
I
I was pissed off.
yeah, 100%. I'm just probably
But
not gonna hang
sometimes
out
I deserved it
simple.
too, though.
But you never went.
Yeah,
like,
but-
you never went fisticuffs with like one of your best friends.
Not really.
Oh, I have.
You never,
Really?
You never rolled with your friends before?
I mean, wrestling and shit. You know? what I
No,
mean?
like
But-
pure anger.
Yeah. Just like short,
No.
though. Just
Yeah,
short.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, that was dumb.
Burst of energy, just poof.
Not really, but I don't really get upset about.
I've been
a lot of
rolled.
shit.
I had a friend when I was like 18 in high school. We were all hanging out. And I was freaking poking at the bear. And he's like, if you don't stop, I'm going to
Bro,
roll you right now. And
See, I
I
would
kept
poke
doing it, and he rolled me in the gravel.
I would poke at every.
And that checked me right there.
You're the worst.
And see, that's the thing. Like, I don't know if it's just me personally or what, but I mean, I definitely stir up some shit.
You just got away with it more.
I think everybody knows you're fucking around.
Yeah, I mean,
no. I've seen some people try to check Cody.
And yeah, he's strong as shit. One time,
I'm definitely not strong.
We were like,
don't put that out there.
we were at Lost Valley. I remember driving around in the middle little mini trucks.
Yeah.
And I don't remember. We were talking shit, and you like pulled the door open, or you got in the driver's seat, and I wasn't gonna let him drive. And I was like, I'm gonna pull him out because at
Wait,
that
is
time
this,
you were scrawny as hell. Like
Is
you were.
this the fucking story I was going to tell earlier?
I don't know when
Where
I
I
tried.
got fucked up. I showed up to work hammered.
I don't know.
Drove. You guys made me drive.
Oh no, that's a different story.
Oh, okay.
That's a good one too, though.
That was fucked up.
We should roll right into that. So Cody comes to work. I got him a job, okay, and you come to work drunk. Did we throw Clayton under the bus too?
You guys worked at a resort.
Yeah, we
this
worked
was
at
a resort, and
grounds. Yeah,
and we were
so they
groundskeeping.
Yeah, so they were like cutting the grass and
Yeah, we
trimming the
cut-
bushes,
yeah,
and
yeah, we-
it's this massive like lake resort. So people would come out there. People from all over the world. You can rent campsites, so you can get your own campers, but there's cabins out there.
Yeah.
There's lakes you can go out on the water. There's
They
activities.
spent some dough. You know, it's
a very.
It was nice.
It's a nice. It still is a nice place.
Yeah.
it's
I haven't
it's
been
a
out there in a
massive,
long
nice
time,
place,
yeah.
but it was a lot of upkeep to take care
And
of it.
me and Cody and Clayton are driving around. We
They
made
somehow
Cody
got to
drive,
eat all the ground ski.
Yeah, it was not good.
and Cody's drunk.
Well,
And
so
every morning we have to pick up trash.
You guys are in high school, right?
yeah. So
We're talking like
me and
17, 18 years old, 16 maybe even.
probably 17.
16, 17.
Probably 17, probably. But I remember, like, so I was out partying the night before. For some reason, I think we went to Herman. It doesn't matter. But we got hammered the night before. A buddy of mine drove me to work. At the time, I didn't have a license, and it didn't matter. I was drunk. So he drops me off, and we stole a half gallon of, I don't even remember what the hell
You
it
mean
was.
stole?
They stole it.
Yeah, I literally opened up a cooler from Herman.
Oh, you stole it out
Found
of
it.
somebody's cooler.
Yeah, there was a half
you
gallon.
stole it out
in
of
it.
somebody's
I
cooler.
literally just took it.
I thought you meant like you went to a gas station.
No. I didn't
Stole
steal
it
it
off
from
the
the
shelf.
store. No. Yeah. So took it from an underage, somebody else that was underage.
Someone else that
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to have it.
Yeah. So partied all night, woke up, went to work the next morning, and then a buddy of mine was like, "Hey," well, actually, I was instigating. I was like, "Hey, do you want me to? Should I take a shot?" And he's like, "Yeah, go ahead, take a shot." Fucking, just tilt the half gallon up, take a shot. I was like, "You want me to do another one?" Like, this is me I'm like trying to get him to tell me to take a shot, but
Yeah, just tell me, please. Tell me to take a shot. I'll
please
do it.
tell me. Yeah, I'm already probably gonna do it, but I want you to say it. And he goes, yeah. I take about 5 shots, and at this point, before I even start taking these, I'm already drunk. So now I'm beyond belligerent, and we have to go pick up trash. And there was me, Clayton, and Sam. We're all working together. And we had this old fucking Dodge. It was
Like 89 Dodge
it
half
was
ton.
It was just a
pickup.
bench. And Clayton, they obviously knew I was drunk. And so we were all really good friends. And they're like, "You're driving." I was like, "Guys, I can't drive. I'm fucking hammered. Like, I'm not joking."
Why'd you guys make them drive?
They're dickheads, dude.
Because why not?
They're see, and I'm the bad influence
Because
here.
the speed limit's 5 miles an hour. What's going to happen, It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Nobody else
Oh,
is there.
I'm fucked up. Like, I'm not joking. So
So you're doing shots at 6 a.m.
Yeah, Cody never quit.
On a
That was
Saturday.
his fault. See,
Oh,
he's
okay.
learning his
I'm
lesson.
still running.
That's why we made him
night
drive.
before.
He needed to learn. He come to work to
Did
work.
I learn? No. But so driving. Long story short, we get to there was multiple little lakes at this resort, and so there's a lake that's kind of hidden up on top of the hill, but you go down another hill, and there's one trash can you have to get, and so there's a ramp that you pull down,
A boat ramp.
a boat ramp, and there's a trash can at the top of the ramp. But normally you'd pull down, you'd get the bag out, you throw it in the back, and then you back up. And I don't remember exactly what transpired, but it was basically like Clayton was like, I said something about driving into the lake, and then Clayton was like, "You won't do it." So of course, I'm like,
And I'm the responsible one. at this
Sam's
point.
sitting in the middle.
I'm going, don't do it.
I'm like, listen, I'll fucking do it. Clayton's laughing. He's rolling his, he's fucking.
He's
dying.
instigating.
and he's just, poking the bear. And I'm
won't
like,
do
I'll
it.
fucking do it. And he's like, "You won't do it." I just fucking hammer the gas. Sam fucking stomps on the brake, and he's freaking out.
We like slide down the boat, but we're in the water.
Yeah, we're in the water.
At the end of this,
point.
we're
like
in
the
the
front end's in the water, and I'm like, I'll dump this whole truck in the lake. I don't give a shit.
For no reason.
Just because someone
Other than he said he would, and Clayton said you won't.
I won't. That's literally the only reason. And then I don't know if I drove the rest of the day.
I'm sure we fired you.
You didn't fire shit.
I was your supervisor. You didn't listen.
But yeah, that
We didn't get stuck in the lake though.
no. Sam ended up we ended up backing out.
Stop it!
I have rescued us.
Imagine how
Cool.
different that story could have gone.
Cool heads prevail.
Well, they would have been rightfully fired like they should have been, and I probably would have still had my job.
He'd be running the joint.
Yeah,
now.
I probably would be in charge of the groundskeeping.
Yep.
So
Yeah, it was
maybe it didn't work out.
Hey, it is what it is.
We got some more. Remember that? I don't know how comfortable are you telling these stories? So one time, I'm not a proponent of smoking weed. I don't like it. I've done it.
It's not for me.
Never been good for me. But we were 16, 17 years old, and we're out riding our lawnmowers, and we're all
God.
like, hey, let's, I brought some weed to work, or somebody did. There was plenty of stoners there. I don't know how we got it. Well, we did. And bright-eyed and bushy-tailed in the morning, me, Clayton, Cody, all get stoned.
We fucked up some shit. No,
Just
I'm joking.
Obliterated. Okay? And we're
In
not...
high school?
Yeah, and none of us are good at this.
That's crazy to me because I never even tried touching this stuff. I mean, I guess I was around it, but I never even actually tried it where I got high until I was 27 years old.
Damn. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just crazy to me because it was so foreign to me in high school.
Yeah.
I remember somebody
it was still
someone's
fun.
like, "Hey, you want to try this?" I remember I did take a puff one time, but I didn't inhale, and I never got high off it. And I remember I did, and I just walked off.
Yeah. I mean, it was foreign to me. I didn't smoke a lot.
Yeah, it was like a very rare occasion, and I don't know for
Yeah.
whatever reason we did that day. And it was kind of funny because we all have these zero-turn lawnmowers, and we're mowing in front of these condos, and it's a giant ass field. It's huge.
all three of us are under two trees that have some shade.
Yeah, we're mowing with these industrial lawnmowers, and we're within 5 feet of each other.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking ridiculous.
Just absolutely tore up, and have no idea what we're doing, and we're just kind of, and our boss pulls up.
Yeah.
And we got to drive across this field, and she's way away from us, but we see her down there. She's waving us over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're on a hill, and then
What do you do? Do you ignore it?
Well, so this is what happened. So we're on a hill under these trees near these condos, and down the hill is the main entrance. We're really close to the main entrance, and she's in the truck, and she's waving at us. And at this point,
Come on in.
we have
Come on
seen
in.
her. Yeah, we've seen her.
We're
she
spotted.
knows we have.
Deer in the headlights.
Yeah, and we're all three of us are just we all pull up to each other, like a fucking triangle, and we're like, hey, and we all shut our motors off, and we're like, I'm not going. We're all it was the Spider-Man meme where you're pointing at one Spider-Man.
Yeah, they made me go.
We're not going, you know what I mean? That thing. And it ended up being Sam. He goes down there and talks to her because we were all fucking blitzed.
The funniest part is that I'm stoned, right? And I'm not used to it. It's not something that I do.
Yeah.
And I'm freaking out.
Yeah,
I am freaking out.
Yeah, I did not want to go.
So this field is huge, like I said, and her truck's parked down by the road. And I start driving my lawnmower across this field, down to her, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm close enough," and I just step off my lawnmower.
This
and shut it
motherfucker's
off.
probably 25 yards.
Yeah, I gotta walk. I gotta walk.
She's probably like, "What the fuck is wrong with this?"
And I'm
dude?"
just as soon as I shut my
probably
mower
why
off,
you got
I'm like,
fired.
"Oh, I fucked up. Because now I gotta."
But you commit it. You're just
Yeah,
I'm in it.
I'm already shut it off. I'm in my head, I'm like, well, maybe she thinks I don't want to scare her,
I don't want to.
Now I gotta walk.
No, she's probably like, this dude's stoned.
Now I gotta walk 30 yards to her truck, and she's just like, oh my.
Yeah.
And then we talked to her for a little bit, and then I ended up waving Cody and Clayton.
Yeah, this motherfucker did it on purpose.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Hey,
So we're oh yeah.
I need some backup here.
Yeah, we fucking stroll down there, and I don't even remember what the conversation.
I don't know either, because I was just trying not to get fired.
Bro, that was fucking me.
She never said nothing though.
No, she never said
She
that.
has.
She just fired him.
I'm sure she probably fired me the next day. I don't even remember.
The following day, she just fucking.
It probably was the next day. She's like, oh yeah, you remember because you parked a lawnmower in the middle of the field.
She's like, dumbass. What the fuck
This
is wrong?
field is huge. I can't even understand how
It was
big this field is, and I was just like, I'll park in the middle and walk for a while.
It was ridiculous.
I was trying to collect my thoughts.
Bro, I have to pee.
Oh, you want to go pee?
Yeah.
Oh,
We can take a-
Oh,
Can we
okay.
take a little break?
We can take a piss
Yeah,
break.
talking all that, drinking all this.
Dude, I have the smallest bladder in the history of mankind.
You can just pause at any time.
Yeah.
Before I'm like,
Exactly right. Mental health.
I'm like,
Can I have
dude,
another drink before we fucking get started?
Cody, you literally can have as much
grab this
anything as you want.
Well, I don't want to just take your shit, bro.
That's what it's here for.
You can take probably just about anything except for that.
No,
and the jiggle.